Okay, here we go. Good morning and welcome back. Our greeters will be holding these lovely signs, and this will keep your hands free to hang on to a sign and not shake people's hands, and they can't shake your hands. So come on in. We're heading over. There's some signs that have some reminders. And as soon as you walk in, there's some social distancing signs that are on the floor, as well as one person will be handing out these masks here. So we'll just use a small pair of tongs, and we'll just pull out the mask. They're single use. There's ways to put it on, and you're just going to offer it to them. So there's no obligation for people to take it. You just say, "Would you like a mask?" And that's how it goes. Don't forget, as you are greeting people at the doors, you're asking just a common question of just, "How's everyone feeling today? Thanks for coming. Did you RSVP?" If you didn't RSVP, they're going to walk into this door here. And we just ask them if they say, "No, we hadn't RSVP," that's no problem. Come on in. And there'll be a registration form on the table here that they can just fill out quickly. And again, no obligation there. Hand sanitizer all over the building in different spots. Another table just outside of each of the entrances with hand sanitizer and also the materials they need for giving. So there's envelopes and pens, place for clean pens and used pens. Welcome into our auditorium. There won't be anyone standing at these doors. We don't want people to have to walk through people. And so our section hosts, which were formerly the ushers, they will be waiting for people down this. Some may have signs if we have enough, but if not, we're gonna let people still seat where they want to sit. So we don't need to bring them right to the front if they don't want to, especially if it's not full. As we start to get full though, it's our job to know how many spots that we have in the auditorium here. So the spots are kind of marked with green tape if that's where you can sit, and the blue tape is where you cannot. And so the rule of thumb is 3 cushions between people. So if you look at this bench, for example, there are 2 spots. There's a spot for a couple and then a spot for 3 people on the other end. If a group of 5 come in or 6, and they want to sit there, then we're going to give them the whole bench, and that's about how it's going to go. It's good for you to know who's on the other aisle of you, because then you can know how we've made any of adjustments to the bench. So again, we just want to be really welcoming. It's not about rules and saying, well, you can't sit here and this kind of thing. Is that we'll just make it work. So if 5 people sit there and there's room for another 2 on the other end, then the person on the other end, you just communicate with each other, make sure that they know that we've made that adjustment. Okay, so we're just going to do that to try and seat as many people as possible. So we're going to head to the gym. This is the second kind of overflow location here, and I guess it would be the first, wouldn't it? And so there's a live feed that goes into the gym where people can gather. We're just going to we're going to have some greeters in there as well. So we're people with signs like this, and again. Make sure you don't hold it upside down, because that would be really embarrassing. Okay, but we just want this to be the most welcoming experience for people. You only get one chance to make a first impression, right? And so as they come in, you'll be here and just welcoming them in to make sure that they have a great experience. You can see in the gym here is that we're all set up and people can seat themselves. The chairs are already spaced out and they can just choose to sit wherever they want to. We're not going to be helping them to, or asking them to move into any certain spot. They're free to sit wherever they want to sit. Okay, so thank you guys for being willing to serve. We're actually going to start our exit greet now as well. So at the end of the service, the most welcoming thing we can do is to welcome them back. So on the back of this sign, right here, is thank you for joining us, right? And so it might be the only opportunity that we get to do an exit greet as well, because if they choose not to come back, then that's our last chance. So we're going to be doing that at the doors on the inside or the outside as well, and you can just welcome them back to join us next week. Thanks, guys.